So parang ang lesson ninyong lahat is trust in the Lord, in His plan and His promises. Obey Him at first pa lang. Parang ganun, no? Tama ba ako?
Yeah.
Ako sa akin, isa-isahin ko, ha? Babasahin ninyo as I basahin ninyo. Yung verse 2 ng so ang inaaral po natin ngayon is Deuteronomy chapter 1. So, kung babasahin ninyo yung sa number 2, verse 2, sabi dito, normally it takes only 11 days to travel from Mount Sinai to Kadesh Barnea, going by way of Mount Seir. But 40 years after the Israelites left Egypt on the first day of 11th month, Moses addressed the people of Israel, telling them everything the Lord had commanded him to say. So, dun sa verse 2 na yun, particularly dun sa verse 2 lang na yun, parang sinasabi na 11 days lang sana yung travel time nila, pero umabot ng 40 days. Bakit sa tingin nyo?
Days?
40 years.
They hesitate.
No,
And,
because God delays to test their faith.
Do you think it's God who delays it?
Yeah. Or is it them?
No, it's us. Sabi dito, when we were at Mount Sinai, sa number 6, when we were at Mount Sinai, the Lord our God said to us, "You have stayed at this mountain long enough. It is time to break camp and move on." Sabi niya, di ba? So, ibig sabihin, nature sa ating mga tao na we stay in a place wherein we are comfortable.
comfort zone.
Siguro ganun din yung mga Israelite na parang, ay, wait lang, dito na kami komportable eh. Gusto muna namin mag-stay dito. And I believe that's one reason why, imbes na 11 days, naging 40 years yung pagta-travel nila. Because they're always kept in their comfort zone. Kahit tinitrigger na sila ni Lord na umalis sa isang lugar, is ginugusto pa rin nilang mag-stay. Diba? Pero, at this time, sinabi naman dito, sabi dito, it is time to break camp and move on. Go to the hill country of the Amorites and all the neighboring regions. The Jordan Valley, the hill country, the western foothills, the Negev, and the coastal plain. Go to the land of the Canaanites and to Lebanon, and all the way to the great Euphrates River. Look, I am giving all this land to you. Go in and occupy it, for it is the land the Lord swore to give to your ancestors Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and all their descendants. Sorry na ano lang ako. Okay. Tapos, sabi naman dito rin, na ano ko rin na, di ba so pumunta na nga sila dun sa promised land, no? Hindi pa sila actually pumupunta. Pero, parang naglumabas na sila dun sa comfort zone nila, no? Dahil inutos nga ni Lord. Ngayon, nagkaroon ng idea, itong mga Israelites, na, nag-suggest sila na mag-send ng 12 scouts. Tama ba ako, Carlin Charles? Okay. So, ano yung sinabi nung ibang scout? If you guys are really reading.
Kunin nila yung ano.
Ano yung sinabi nila? Ano yung naging feedback nila sa land? The land the Lord our God has given us is indeed a good land. Yun yung isang sabi. Tapos, ang isa ring sinabi is, ano yun?
The people of the land.
The people of the land are taller and more powerful than we are. And their towns are large, with walls rising high into the sky. We even saw giants there, the descendants of Anak. Diba? Alam nyo, what I've learned is whenever the Lord asks you to move on from your comfort zone, it's always scary. palagi siyang nakakatakot. Kasi hindi mo alam kung ano yung ini-expect mo.
Yeah.
But if the Lord ask you to go to that place and He promise you to give that place, then follow Him. Alam niyo kung bakit hindi nakapasok si Moises?
Yeah.
Bakit sa tingin niyo? Because he was afraid. Sinabi dito, oh.
Dito.
Saan yun?
You see the Lord always angry because you said that Moses, not even you will enter the promised land. Instead, your assist, Joshua's son and Nun, will lead the people into the land.
Sabi
Encourage
dito,
him.
you were afraid. Sabi niya.
Yeah.
You were afraid, sabi ng Lord. They would be captured by day, but they will be the ones who occupy it. Natakot si Moises. Kaya nga siya pumayag dun sa 12 scouts eh.
Di dapat siya lang dapat ang pinaka-leader.
Mali na pumayag siya sa 12 scouts. Alam niyo kung bakit?
You don't trust himself.
Nung ginawa niya yun, parang sinabi niya, tama, i-check ko muna. Hindi niya naisip na papupuntahin ka ba ni Lord dun kung ipapahamak ka niya. Nabasa niyo rin ba to? Ba yan? Hindi kasi ako nakapag-note. Sorry Lord. Kung hindi ko maibigay na maayos to. Sabi dyan, no? But even after all he did, diba? Ang dami nang ginawa ni Lord sa mga Israelites, diba? Inano na sila sa Egypt. Yung 12 plagues ba yun, te? Yung 12 plagues na yun, iniligtas sila doon, diba? Hanggang sa makalabas sila ng Egypt. Pero palagi pa rin sila nagre-refuse kay Lord. Palagi pa rin sila nagko-complain kay Lord. Lagi nilang sinasabi na bakit gusto ba kami ni Lord patayin? Bakit niya kami dinala dito? 'Di ba? Imbis na makita nila yung goodness ng ginawa ng Panginoon is hindi nila na-appreciate 'yon. Ano sabi dito sa 32? But even after all he did, you refuse to trust the Lord your God. Who goes? Listen very carefully. Who goes before you? Ibig sabihin, bago pa sinabi ni Lord sa yung pumunta ka doon, pumunta na siya doon para i-sure na makakapasok ka. Naintindihan ninyo? We can only be victorious only if the Lord is with us. Kaya nga nung sinabi ng sige lalaban na kami, ano sabi ng Lord? Wag. Kasi hindi kayo mananalo.
Do not attack.
Kasi hindi ko na kayo kasama.
For I am not with you. If you go ahead on your own, you will be crushed by your enemies.
Tama. Alam nyo, sometimes, it's very important that we understand kung ano ang inuutos ni Lord. Go back and read verse 8. Go and read verse 8 kasi yun yung utos sa kanya. Sa kanila. At yung promise sa kanila. Ano sabi dyan? Look, I am giving all this land to you. Yun na yung promise ano. Anong pinapagawa sa kanila? Go in
Occupy.
and occupy it. Anong sinabi? Go in and occupy it. Walang sinabi ang Lord na kailangan mong lumaban para makuha mo. Pero, dahil nakita nila yung mga giant na yun, natakot sila and they thought they have to fight. Kasi pinangunahan nila si Lord sa plano ng Lord. See, when we allow fear na pumasok sa puso natin, we do not allow the Lord to move in our life. We limit the Lord's power para magawa niya yung promises niya sa atin. And that grieves the Holy Spirit. And dyan nasasaktan si Lord. Kapag after na natin siyang mapatunayan kung gaano siya ka-faithful sa buhay natin, nag-doubt pa din tayo katulad ng Israelite. Sometimes you just have to listen. Ano ba ang pinapagawa ng Panginoon? Sabi go in and occupy. For it is the land the Lord swore to give to your ancestors. Naiintindihan ninyo na? Listen to what the Lord is asking you to do. If the Lord is asking you to respect your parents, to honor your parents, just do that. Huwag kayong gagawa ng iba. How would the Lord move in your life if a simple instruction you don't want to obey already? How would blessings come in your life, go in your way, kung hindi tayo susunod at magtitiwala sa Kanya? Huwag nating hayaang magkaroon tayo ng Israelite heart, which is prideful, a complaining heart, 'di ba? A fearful heart, yung gusto lang sa comfort zone nila palagi. Dito lang ako, hindi gusto ng Lord yun. Kasi kung nasa comfort zone ka, doon ka nagtitiwala, hindi kay Lord. When you go out of your comfort zone at nakakatakot, doon ka mas nagtitiwala kay Lord. Alam niyo, kaninang umaga, the Lord, di ba, is putting in my heart to start a Bible study at my workplace. Pwede mo nang Daddy,